Greetings everyone, Cellophane Dance 98 back at it again with another reaction. We're looking at Kamen Rider Kuuga forms explained by Lambdo Curtisian. Let's check it out.
Yo, what's poppin' everybody? Lambo Calrissian here, and as the title of this video suggests, we're gonna talk
Lambo. I gotta remember Lambo, not Lambado.
about the many forms of Kuuga. Like I said in my last video, I mentioned that in the original series, Kuuga has 11 forms, but as a whole in the franchise, we've gotten to see 14 different forms. 12 of these forms are seen in the franchise's shows and movies, and the other two I'm not counting, considering one is Decade's final form ride, and the other one was an SIC exclusive figure, so we won't go over those two. So starting things off, the first form we'll go into is the growing form, the first form that we see in the series. Of the 14 forms, it is by far the weakest, and even when Kuuga gains access to his other forms, he will turn into the growing form if he's seriously injured and won't be able to transform for at least 2 hours afterwards. The next form that we have is Kuuga's mighty form, or his default form. Donning in red armor, this form is always the go-to form and is by far the most versatile of the standard forms. The finisher in this form is the mighty kick, which is a traditional yet effective flying sidekick. Up next we have the dragon form, Kuuga's faster and more agile blue form. This form's physical power and his defense is lower than the default form, but this form makes up for it with its fast movement and jumping power. Because Kuuga has the ability to alter any item that he has into a weapon by temporarily changing it on its atomic structure, in this form he creates the dragon rod, a staff made from any pole or stick-like object he grabs. The finisher of this form is the splash dragon, a powerful aerial thrust attack. Up next we have the Pegasus form, Kuuga's green shooting form, and it's one of the trickiest of the forms that he has. In this form, his senses are cranked up to the max, and I'm talking like superhuman levels max, giving him the ability to see, hear, and attack his opponents with absolute precision. In this form, it also gives Kuuga the ability to detect an enemy from practically anywhere, regardless of if the monster can avoid detection for whatever strange reason. This form does, however, have a drawback, putting enormous strain on his nervous system, and can only be lasted for 50 seconds. If the limit is exceeded, Kuuga gets knocked back into its growing form.
That checks out, given how much you're pushing your senses to actually keep up with that form.
Weapon of choice in this is the Pegasus bowgun, which is formed from any gun-like object. The finisher of this form being the Pegasus blast, which fires an arrow after pulling back the hammer to its fullest length. Going into Kuuga's Titan form, this tough purple form greatly increases his punching power and gives him enough defense to withstand most opponents' attacks while Kuuga gets into close range. Although this form is superior on the defensive side, Kuuga is still susceptible to damage. This form's weapon of choice is the Titan sword, which is created from any pole or stick-like object around, and the finisher is the Calamity Titan. Powerful sword thrust followed by a twist in the blade afterwards, and causes a cool explosion, of course. After Yusuke allowed himself to become a human lightning rod, channeling electricity in order to power the Amadam, his primary forms evolve into Kuuga's rising forms, or his golden power forms, seeing how he added golden trimming to all of his forms. In those rising forms, Kuuga's mighty dragon, Pegasus, and Titan forms received an exponential power-up, seeing how the rising forms added gold trimming to all of the forms, and even the designs of the forms' weapons change as well. Although there aren't a whole lot of changes in these forms from their standards and other than power, I think I'll just list all of the important changes that I deem worthy for this video. In Rising Mighty, Kuuga gains the mighty anklet on his right
Dang. That's a pretty good boost.
foot, upgrading his finisher to the Rising Mighty kick. A kick so powerful it can cause his opponent to explode with a blast radius of a few blocks. If you want to see how powerful that kick really is, check out this video afterwards, and I do my best to explain it with science and junk.
Yeah, I've seen that one. That was yeesh, 110 megatons of force.
In Rising Pegasus, Kuuga's form actually increases duration by 30 seconds, giving him a minute and 20 seconds to stay into the form. His finisher, the Rising Blast Pegasus, can now shoot up to 3 arrows back to back. And in Rising Titan, Kuuga can create a second Rising Titan sword. I'm just gonna let you guys just let that sink in about how awesome that is. Okay. By the time episode 46 rolled around, Kuuga's mighty form reaches the advanced form known as the Amazing Mighty form. In this form, everything red on Kuuga's mighty form, minus his pupils, become black, while the mighty anklet is now equipped to both legs. Just to know, no super big changes in this form is different other than the color scheme and how more powerful this form is compared to the mighty. Moving on to the final form seen in the Kuuga series, we have the Ultimate form, Kuuga's second most dangerous form. In this form, the
punching power, 80 tons. Kicking power, 100 tons. Final attack power, I have no idea.
original risk was that the user would lose control and become a monster with the intent of destroying everything in its path. However, if a gentle-natured person, much like Yusuke, has control over it, it's possible to retain your will. If this form goes into battle, every single attack this form will throw causes the opponent to bleed, despite how powerful the armor they may have on has. Although it's never been shown, this form has the ability to create the Dragon Rod, Pegasus Bowgun, and Titan Sword at will. This form's finisher is the Ultimate Kick. That's what it's called. Don't get mad at me, that's seriously what it's called. And it's easily capable of destroying the earth, and is considered Kuuga's second second strongest rider kick. Now, thanks to the events of
What a picture to use, just like bring down the pick.
Kamen Rider Decay, we get to see Kuuga's rising ultimate form, the most powerful form we've seen that Kuuga has on screen. Having the same risk factors of the ultimate form, this form is the true and evolved form of Kuuga's ultimate form, enhancing all of the ultimate form's standard powers and surpassing all Gurongi and all other Heisei riders in terms of power, equally making this one, in terms of just power, the most powerful Heisei rider form in existence. So yeah, I told you this guy was unnecessarily powerful, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up here. Like I said, I'm not gonna
What a breaker. This guy was so unnecessarily powerful.
mention the final form rides of Kuuga that was seen in Decay because that's kind of like more of Decay's ability rather than just Kuuga's. At the same time, I won't mention the SIC figure. That was awesomely beautiful to look at, but however, we haven't seen it on the screen, therefore we don't know how powerful or some of the amazing things that it can do. I know that sounds like I'm really copping out of an explanation for it, but that's just how I feel about it and I won't do it. But if it's something you guys want me to do like a little quick video on, I have no problem doing it. Just let me know in the comment section below. Also in the comment section below, let me know what's your favorite Kuuga form other than the ultimates. You can't use the ultimates, they don't count, they're stupid powerful, so obviously we all like them. But what are your favorite in terms of designs and mechanics and things of this nature? And just give me a reason why you like it so much too. I'll tell you guys, my favorite is Amazing Mighty because he's black and gold. And when I first saw him, I made a Wiz Khalifa joke out of it. But I'm super interested to know what you guys think. Also, let me know what else you guys want me to do in the future in terms of like Kamen Rider stuff. And like I said, I want to do Super Sentai stuff. So tell me what Super Sentai I should do. I should start with. Let me know.
Yeah, if I had to pick, I'd have to pick the dragon form myself with the blue and the staff fighting. Like that's my go-to, honestly. I like using a staff of all things versus like a sword or a bow or an axe or anything like that. Give me the good old-fashioned staff. Pretty useful stuff. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed that. I certainly did. Looking forward to seeing more from this guy as we continue on to enjoy his work. You guys all take care. Please like, comment, subscribe down below. Keep on helping us grow that channel and get that algorithm up so more people can enjoy these reactions and little jokes I do. Just have fun with it. Let's just keep on doing it. You know, help us out, help each other out. Have a good time. You guys take care. Bye.